Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to my video. Welcome to a sunny, beautiful Moscow afternoon. Now today I've got an apartment tour to show you, but actually this is quite interesting. It's 3 apartments, micro apartments. We're gonna go see some small apartments in Moscow, in the building right behind me. We're actually 6 kilometers from the center of Moscow. So we're not that far from Moscow center by Novoalekseyevskaya metro station. We're going to just briefly look at the building, and then we're going to head on in there together. I'm actually here with a friend. His name is Yuri, and Yuri is going to take us for a bit of a walk around. Now, what's important here is these buildings. Now, this is actually a gated apartment complex, and there's a lot of apartments. Now, what's very interesting for me is the entire complex where we're standing, even on the road here, has underground parking. Now there is some street parking as well, not too much, pretty much for anyone that's just coming here temporarily or a visitor who will come and park here, and everybody else will park underground. Now there's actually 1,500 apartments across 3 buildings, and actually just have a look at how beautiful the finish is. Now, of course, we're in the center of Moscow, so these aren't your very typical Russian sleeping box style apartments. They're finished very nicely. They've got gardens now. We're just coming into spring, so not everything is blooming just yet. And we're going to go and see these micro apartments. I just want to see these buildings again because, especially on a blue sky day today, just have a look at the view of the buildings and just the overall architecture of them as well. Underneath the buildings on the first level there is shops and different services. There's some cafes. In front of us here is a pharmacy. There's some supermarkets. So there's a bit of everything that you can need immediately where you live. And otherwise you can jump on the metro. It's only a 10-minute walk from here. Get on the metro and head to any other part of Moscow. Let's get a little bit closer and walk on inside. So Yuri's with me here as we walk on in, or down to the entrance. Now the apartment that we're going to go and see originally was 1 apartment, correct?
Yeah, 1 apartment, 60 meters, separate on the 3 small apartments.
Oh, okay, so and then this is how we get this micro apartment.
Micro apartment, 2 apartment 20 meters and 1 apartment 15 meters.
Oh, I'm excited to see these 15 square meter apartment. Now this courtyard is very nice.
Yes, it's very nice. Its location is very good. It's very popular near the metro, near the center of the Moscow. It's very good location. People like this location.
Okay,
and
let's
rent, buy here for apartments is very good.
Okay, perfect. Let's get on down to the door and head on inside.
Yes.
So we're slowly heading on inside, and I just thought I'd show you this courtyard here and just this building and just the style of the building. It's got some architectural design to it, and it's definitely not that Russian typical very basic looking finish. You know, there's something that fits in with Moscow and the center of Moscow and how apartments should look. There's a little courtyard area here. Usually in springtime, it's not looking its best. Another month or 2, and this will look beautiful, and all the plants and the flowers will be shining. And Yuri here is gonna open the door now.
Magical door.
Let's see if this works now, Yuri. Let's see. Now, it says... Yuri, did you do anything just then?
It's magic.
Magic. And the second one is magic as well.
And open.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Let's just have a look at this lobby for a brief second. We've got concierge right here. She actually has all of the cameras for the building as well.
And lobby.
And have a look. It's a very echo in here, but this beautiful lobby area. And really, people in Russia don't use letterboxes too much, but there's the letterboxes for the apartments here. I think most people get stuff electronically these days, or they get a delivery and the lady can receive the delivery here. Let's go down to the elevators. Now, the way we filmed this is a little bit out of sequence, so Yuri's with me, of course, from when we arrived, and we'll see him reappear magically. So one thing that's pretty cool too is they've got storage here for prams and probably for bikes, I would imagine. Yeah, oh, look at this. All the family's prams are right here, and some push bikes, and not a problem. You can just leave it right here rather than bring it to your apartment. That's super nice, right?
Yes, it's very good.
And then this would be for the cleaner to come and do the common areas. There's all the information about the building if you need to call somebody or ask some questions. Very nice lobby here. And actually, the one thing I noticed when I walked in is it's heated as well. And you can see over here the central heating in the lobby, which is very nice to have, especially in winter time. And we're going to jump in the elevator and go on upstairs. Stepping out of the elevator, we're on level 6. And actually, even the corridor has central heating, so it's nice and warm in here. Very nice tiles. It's a little bit echoey, but I think over time that would go away. Now we need to go to the right, but just looking at the corridor here, very nice finish. Even the technical spaces have nice cupboards, let's call it. Now let's head on down and see if we can get on inside. Okay, so we've reached the apartment entrance now, and we're going to head on inside. And
welcome to my apartment.
And this is Yuri, and Yuri's going to give us a little bit of a tour around. Now, of course, I've explained in the video that this is actually 3 apartments, and they're...
In one apartment, 16 meters. We separate. On the 3 apartments, you will see doors. And welcome. First apartment, 20 meters.
All right, so we're going to go for a walk around apartment number 1, and Yuri is here. So we have to give a big thank you to Yuri for letting us come and see these micro apartments. And this one is 20 square meters. Now, what's important is this is considered a studio apartment. So, of course, we've got here the kitchen, very much all the classic things, sink, there's a hot plate, a fridge, even a microwave, a little bit of storage. And then looking around the room, so you've got a sofa, or a small sofa, let's call it, a nice double bed. Now the first thing that I noticed was the parrot that comes with the apartment, and Yuri told me that it includes birdseed when you rent this place. And then there's a space here for working or eating dinner, I think. Like a dining room table, TV on the wall, and then this has a balcony. And one thing that I've shown in quite a lot of apartment tours is central heating. Now, with it being spring here in Moscow, this is not switched on at the moment, but come winter time, very nice temperature in the apartment, right? And then let's go out to the balcony, and we can see that view down to the garden that we saw earlier. Nice area to relax and maybe walk your cat or dog. A little bit of room for storage here. You can put some things in the cupboard. And then coming back inside. So the whole point of these micro apartments is more economical living.
So meters, 20 meters in these apartments, and all build of this with fridge and sofas.
Right, so it's fully furnished. at the point that you can rent this out and live here. Essentially all you need is some bed sheets, some knives and forks, and that's it, I think. Yeah. And then we've got over here, which I just missed as I walked in, the wardrobe. So you can hang up some clothes, all of your belongings. And let's go and see the bathroom. Very nice door handles, by the way. I compare a lot of things to where I live. So this smaller apartment, of course, you're going to have a smaller bathroom, but in Russia it's quite typical that they put the washing machine in the bathroom, and they've got these nice space-saving sinks where they put them combined together. Toilet, nice mirror, and then this is a hot water system which has hot water. I've explained this before, but in Russia for about 2 weeks of the year they switch off the hot water in apartments for maintenance, and they do that across all of Russia. So if you still want hot water, it actually has a rain shower. And have a look at this black marble tiles as well. There's also a heated towel rail right here. So everything you need for micro apartment living. 20 square meters now.
It's a very big apartment.
Actually, yeah. For you and I to live alone, I'd be more than happy to live here. You know, it's a smaller place, less to clean, less to look after.
And next apartments, 15 meters.
15 square meters.
Let's go.
Okay. Obviously in the corridor here we've got 3 apartments, and Yuri is just hiding behind the door here. So I'm going to walk inside because this is 15 square meters in size. So we can't both walk in the door at the same time. Now as you first walk in, there's a wardrobe right here. You could put some stuff on top and you can hang your clothes. Now I'm giving you the full tour here because I think even for 15 square meters it's necessary to see everything. Nice compact kitchen. You've got a hot plate, again the fridge, some cupboards, and then microwave just needs plugging in. Because I can. I wonder, because you can what? Cook food? And then over here is the desk and TV and workstation. I think it's probably the best way. Now we actually are already previously walked in here, so our bags are here. There's a small sofa that you can relax. What do you think, everybody? 15 square meters. Could you live here? This is very nice finishing on the walls, by the way, as the lights start flashing. Perhaps somewhere LED. Now this is where micro apartments really become micro apartments. So toilet, washing machine, sink, mirror, and then there's the hot water right here. And then literally, I think it's probably hard to kind of get a bit of perspective here, but this is the actual shower. So it's a step-in enclosed shower. Has the rain feature though, which I love. So, and that's it. You've got the shower, toilet, sink, and I think this is what, 2 or 3 square meters?
This shower?
The whole space.
2 meters. Maybe 2.2.
2.2 square meters.
And I show.
Oh, yeah.
This open.
Mm-hmm.
And I go.
And you're a very big guy, even compared to me. But actually, there's still space.
Yeah, still space.
Yeah. I think this is really the full tour. Let's just walk into the corner over here and you can get an idea. So basically the bed is built in, well, it's actually a movable bed, but it's built into the corner here. And then this doesn't have a balcony, so this is just the standard window. You can see here the radiators. A little bit of mood lighting, which is nice. And that's it. 15 square meters. What do you think, Yuri? Could you live here?
Yes.
Now, me alone, absolutely. I could. With my wife, maybe not. I think at some point she'd have me out the door in the corridor. But let us know, everybody, what you think of this 15 square meter micro apartment. Now we're going to go see apartment number 3.
Yes.
And how many square meters?
3 apartments, 20 meters too.
Okay.
Like first.
Okay, so the third one we're going to see is also 20 square meters. Let's go.
Yes, and this 5 meters.
Oh, so the corridor or the landing that you come in from the main door. So basically, when you live here, you'd have a key to open the first door.
Yeah.
And then each of the 3 doors, so 1, 2, and then third, you'd have a key to your individual apartment. So you can come in, and there's actually even like a common shelving here for some things, if you want to share things for storage. Let's go see apartment number 3. So we saw apartment number 1 on the left, apartment number 2 in front of me here, and then this is apartment number 3. And this has a little bit of an interesting layout because it's got a bit of an L-shaped entrance. So you've just got a little bit more of a space when you come in with a bit of a corridor or landing. Now there is a step down into 2 of the apartments because of the way the pipes and the electricity works. There's a step down, but I think it's not really a problem. I think over time you get used to it.
Yeah.
So we've got Yuri here, and who is your friend, Yuri?
Yes.
Who is the... Can anybody let... I think we need people to mention in the comments, because between us for about 15 minutes, we can't think of the name of who is this. Who is this? Now, it looks like he goes to the gym, though, because he's he's got some serious muscles. So again, this is 20 square meters, but of course a little bit of it is taken up by the corridor, but you can see here, this is actually nice mini sofa, and this pulls out to essentially a single bed, right? And then you've got the double bed right there, and then you put this is probably the moon, I think. Moon.
It is like moon.
Now, Yuri's going to appear in most of this video, and when I move out the way, he's moving out the way, but of course with a small apartment. So you've got wardrobes here on this side, and then the other side, so pretty much everywhere you put your clothes and whatever you want to store. There's a desk right there. I guess you could eat dinner on that as well, I don't know. Fit for 2 people.
Yeah.
And then the kitchen. And then we've seen fairly similar fit outs of the kitchen, but each one has a little bit different color scheme, right? So the fridge is this 3/4 size fridge, which I think for 1 person or 2 is more than enough. And then this fairly standard looking studio size kitchen. You've got the 2-burner electric hot plates and the cupboards. So I think, Yuri, we need people to tell us in the comments who is
this?
Who is this in the... We didn't even Google it, actually. We could have probably done that, and it wouldn't have...
I don't know who is this.
It looks like Greek.
Greek, maybe David.
Oh, possibly. But we don't see... We're not checking if it's really David down the bottom. And then that's it. 20 square meters. And then, of course, we've seen in the other 2 apartments the bathroom. And this is the same right here. We don't need to see a third time, I don't think. That same micro-style apartment and bathroom design. And here I am in the mirror. So what we're going to do, we're going to walk back outside and downstairs. And I think we'll just briefly talk about it. And we'll let you know what we think of these micro apartments. And let me know in the comments, could you live in a micro apartment? And now Yuri and I said absolutely. But we need everybody to let us know in the comments, could you live there? Okay, everybody, we've come back down to the street level, and Yuri is here with me. I really want to thank you for
You're welcome.
Bringing me on a tour of some micro apartments here in Moscow. So we saw 15 square meters, 20 square meters. Is there smaller apartments in Moscow?
Yes, it's not very small apartments. We have apartments in 12
square meters.
Yes.
12. And that's...
And our record is 9.
9 square meters is the record. So that's basically the entrance, the bathroom, and then the common room, right? So, so 9 square meters.
It's very small.
So 15 and 20.
It's very big apartment.
Yeah, this is like a luxury living. So if anybody would like to comment about these, let us know in the comments, all right? What you think. We kind of briefly talked about it in the video. Let us know in the comments. Now, what's the one thing everyone needs to do if they like the video? What should they do? Give it a thumbs up, right?
Right.
And if you'd like to see Yuri on more videos, let us know in the comments. If you'd like to know Yuri's phone number, ladies. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you want my number, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll read it.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah, so thanks everybody. This is a little bit impromptu. We didn't plan how we're going to do the filming of this. And, you know, I really want to come and see these places. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you want to join me on Telegram, there's a link right here. And if I just spin away from Yuri for a second, if you want to see another video of another apartment in Moscow, click this link and you can see another video on the channel. Thanks everybody. I'll see you in another video. I'm off on another adventure. Bye.